This is CodeCombat. I'm currently working on Web Development 2, Level 8, JavaScript Stillness and Motion. Goals. Stay in the center to avoid the headhunters. Defeat 15 incoming munchkins. Imagine each if-else as a container. It is acceptable to put another if-else statement inside of another. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Variable enemy, right? So we ask our hero to look around, find the nearest enemy, and create this variable enemy. So if my hero looks around and sees nobody, enemy would equal nobody. But if my hero looks around and sees an enemy, then enemy is going to equal that enemy. So that's why we have an if. So let's say my hero looks around and sees nobody, enemy is then equal nobody. We're asking the computer if enemy. If my hero saw nobody, enemy equals nobody, the computer says false. That's not if enemy doesn't exist. And we would then drop down and run this else code where I say something. But if my hero looks around, sees an enemy, and names the enemy, the computer would say true, enemy does exist. So if the enemy does exist, we then ask the computer if enemy type equals munchkin, and we have two equal sign because we're not making a variable, right? We're checking if it's equal to something. If it's equal to munchkin, and the computer checks, false, not equal to munchkin. Well, if it's false, we then drop down and run this else. Oh, I did the wrong else. So if this is false, if enemy was false, I should have said we would have dropped down and run this else. This else is for this if, okay? We're going to get the hang of this. Remember to pay close attention to your indentation. All right, let's see what we got here. So we got some comments here. Always good to read these. Remember, the computer skips over them when we run code, but these two slashes mean comment. Create a distance variable with distance2. Okay, so I'm going to start typing distance2, and I'm going to use that. And look, they already have a variable set. So I now have this variable called distance, and it's hero.distance to target. Okay, if the distance is less... Oh, wait, I don't have anything named target. What might I want to check a distance to? Probably my variable enemy. So let's type in enemy. All right. If distance is less than 5 meters, then attack. So we need an if statement again. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this just to kind of clean things up here because I already did it. If it's less than 5 meters. So I need another if, and if distance less than 5, curly bracket. What do I want to do? If it's less than 5, I want to attack. Okay? And notice, this if statement, I'm going to get rid of that because we just did it. This if statement is entirely inside of this if statement. So we're only going to check distance if the enemy exists, which makes sense, right? So we're saying if enemy. Okay, is there an enemy? And if the computer says true, yes, enemy exists, then it drops in and runs the if statement, get the distance. If enemy, false, there's no enemy. Well, good. We need to skip this because we don't need to get the distance to no enemy. Okay? So if distance is less than 5, attack. Else, okay, they want an else statement. And if you ever forget what these are looking like, we can always click here and it will show us. Okay? Else, enemy is far away. I'm going to click on else. Then shield. Okay, shield. Click. There we are. Okay, so we did that. I'm going to get rid of the comment just for clarity. All right, else, there is no enemy. Yes. So I want you to notice this. This if statement starts here, and it has an else statement here. All of this if statement has its end here. This else statement has its end here. So this code is entirely inside of this one if statement. Okay? And this else statement way down here, I should have left that. Else there's no enemy, yeah, that makes sense, is for this if statement. There's an if else statement only inside of this if statement. Okay? So if there's no enemy, the code never runs any of this. And it goes down here. Else, move back to the X. And is the X at 4034? They already set us up there, so I'm going to get rid of that comment. And let's test this out. Oh, perfect. So this is what worked for me. Great, let's keep going.